Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, Rahma Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually come up with new ideas in order to enhance your experience, in order to abreast you of latest developments, whatever is happening in the contemporary world. Many times I come up with latest development in scientific area, and the technology field, whatever is happening, because I strongly believe that whatever knowledge we accumulate in order to enhance our experience, we do it for an ultimate purpose, and that ultimate purpose is nothing else but monetary value. Everyone go to college, go to school, and thereafter they have a thought that they should earn something better, they should make their livelihood better. Many people have actually made this schooling system a business. I would say that it has been always for a purpose, intended purpose. For more than 80% of people, they wanna earn money on based on education. Only 20% people have a lot of wealth and inherited wealth, and they do it for their advancement, for their betterment, for their equipped knowledge, so that they can be a man. So it is not bad that our ultimate purpose is earning money and supporting our livelihood. We earn money to support our family, to support our living, because whatever we do, we have an ultimate purpose, and that purpose should not be erased. I just want to tell you that if you will be identifying certain skills, you will certainly be making opportunities in future. Nobody can deny the fact that opportunity we have to identify, we have to act on that. Then only we can be someone who can understand that our underlying education is beneficial. And I would say that whenever you grow, you'll feel that because of certain skills you were not apt, or you were rejected for certain position. I would say that yeah, we have to enhance our skills, we have to be apt, we have to be adept, we have to be someone who can take responsibility, who can apply his knowledge, who can work on his skills. If you want to work in a job, these are required. But if you want to start a business, basic understanding, basic knowledge is also important. But beyond that, I would say that fostering relationship is much more important. If you will foster relationship and will make a network in your business field, demeanor, everything is good, then what will happen? You will be able to earn much more. Nobody can cast aspersion about that. You will certainly be able to earn much more. Because I have felt that many people are trying in their field and businesses fail, but they, in the last, you see that ultimately they get success, they succeed, and it all happens because of the resilience, because of their nature to understand and adapt things and bring it into application. When they will do it, they get experience. Along with that, they apply knowledge, whatever failure has happened in their business, and then they get success. I would say that we are in a developing country, we are still developing, so our infrastructure is not such a advanced version of it is that it can support our entrepreneurs initially. When you go in US or in Western countries, you will see that their financial systems, their infrastructure, their transport system is quite facilitating. Financial systems will give loans to new entrepreneurs, unsecured loan based on goodwill, and they will be able to apply it to enhance their business. And once they get path, they have resources, they have facilitation of resources, facility of resources, that they can do anything at any point of time, and they apply that and they amplify their business. They augment the capacity to enhance their own experience, and they get that, they go beyond the bar that we set here in our country, and they make a big enterprise, and they get success, huge chunk of money, amount of money they get, and they get success. But here in our country, many loans, I will say that people get loans, not secured loan, but if they have already money, they can get easily loans. And if they want to aspire for new things, they will have problems. Yeah, many schemes of government are facilitating that, but there are certain restrictions, hardcore restrictions on our banking system, on our financial system. RBI regulates that, and its norms are stringent. So every banking system, financial system wants to abide by that kind of principle, and that is why many a problem arises. They don't want to give unsecured loans. They want to ensure that whatever loans they are going to give, it should be paid back, and their long-term period is, I would say that not beyond 10 years, you can say that. But there should be certain changes, because we are so constrained that we do not facilitate our entrepreneurs to lead our country. Unless we don't change our infrastructure, we won't be in that kind of condition. Here, the facility, the people who are already inherited that kind of facility, they go beyond, that kind of requirement. But when they try to initiate, any new venture, they get much more problem. Even many rules are coming, registration rules and all these documents. It requires a lot of time, it requires a lot of patience, and that is why a lot of constraints creates in our environment. Even transportation system, resources, it is not quite soothing, it is not quite facilitating in our country. But when you will go in Western countries, they will facilitate, they will support their entrepreneurs, and that is why they grow. We are still developing. I cannot cast us person altogether, but we have hope that we are doing better. And as our Prime Minister say that in 2047 we will be able to achieve that bar of developed country. So hope so it happens. We look in that way thing. But there are two factors that I want to say that if you want to initiate business, I told you financial structure, I told you resources you need, transportation and infrastructure you need. But if you want to do better job here in India, you need exceptional qualities also. If you want to earn more, big paying, I would say that huge payment is not there. If you go to salary 1 lakh to 3 lakh, these are the maximum criteria. That high paying jobs, you can say that here it is in India. But in US, high paying job is much more multiplied, in terms of amount of money. And that is why when they accumulate money, they move towards doing a business, they move towards starting new ventures. But here in India, we are always in fear that if we will lose job, we might not get again, because we have not such kind of infrastructure where we have created a lot of jobs. We haven't created until now such a kind of facility. So if recession hits our country, it hits badly. Not Western recession I'm talking about. If recession hits in our country, and there was a parallel economy in our country, which was unorganized, which was doing well, not bad. Many people, I would say that more than 30% of businesses were unorganized in our country, and there was a parallel economy running in our country. But it has gone down after demonetization. Many shops, many venture went bad, and they got closed up. And that is what I want to say, that the parallel economy is now being converted into mainstream. Yeah, there are benefits of that. As economists say that there could be benefit, but as life was going on in developing country, And if we have incorporated all those unorganized sector, into mainstream, we have to facilitate them, give opportunity them to make big jump, to make big chunks of money. If this doesn't happen, and they do the same lingering and staggering process, if they have been incorporated in mainstream, it becomes more burdening on their shoulder. If they're not performing well, what is the benefit of that? If they have been incorporated in mainstream, they should be supported, their business should be multiplied, but it's not happening. They are being imposed many articles, many process and norms they are going through, but their benefit, their profit is remain same. Our taxation system has to be revised. If we want to give more money to the pockets of those entrepreneurs, we have to revise our taxation system. I would not say it is bad, but we have to see that the government should also get certain money out of all the money making people from the country. If they will get certain money, then only they will have money to do development works. So it is not bad. There is a two-way. We cannot say that it's easy. Yeah, we have to see a jump. We have to do little bit changes in our norms and approach. We have to see, we have to deeply contemplate. And if you are making Jitaram Maji or MSME sector's minister, we can hope that he could do well. But I just want to say that it is a bigger part of economic development, and we have to see it deeply. We have to be more concerned. If we are more concerned, then only we can develop our country. Otherwise, there are a lot of factors. If we want to see our country developed in 2047, we have to do something better. Since now we have to contemplate how to support our entrepreneurs, how to make big businesses, and why do big unicorns are failing in India. We have to concern, we have to think of that. Why they are not declaring profit, why it's happening that many unicorns were being made, they're getting failed, they are not consistent. That we have to ensure, we have to look into. That is what I want to say. But when it comes to personal development, we have to groom ourselves. We have to look upon our skills, and once we will try to revitalize our skills, then we can perform and get better productivity out of ourselves, because it matters. Once you get your job, your responsibility never ends there. You have to do more and more. When you get a job, your productivity, your experience, your applications, your knowledge defines you at the workplace. Defines your potential, how you can fit there in company, and how you can take the company upward. Many people are competent, they are apt, but they are not able to do progress because of the external infrastructure, whatever you say, the lag, the staggering process, they get in and they would not be able to develop that. But once they change the position, place, when they move to US, they are doing charismatic effect, mesmerizing effect in the businesses of those Western and alien countries. They are doing better. But we have to think how to foster such kind of development in our country, and how to stop brain drain. Many people are moving to US, they are doing better there. And why not? Everyone is concerned about their personal development. And if government is not taking care of them, then they have to take care of them. But that's why I want to say that I don't want to confine your personal liberty, but I want to say you that if you want to ensure development of our country, you have to look at everything. You have to think like a different person, who can uproot all the little constraints. We have to be more practical. Many times we bring laws which are not practical, which is not good at ground level. So which can support at ground level and can really ensure real development of the country. We should think about that, and that is why I want to say that having better understanding, we have to incorporate certain group of people. We have to make committees to look into that, and once we get that kind of thing, everything changes. because we have to change that. We have to have certain facilities where we can grow. I always think that you can monetary value supports our life. Everything is dependent on money. Everything is dependent. Yeah, your personal relationship, your personal health is also important, but much more problems that you strive in everyday life is solved by money. That is what you have to do. That is what you have to be concerned about, your financial well-being. Either you develop yourself or you develop your business, but you have to think about that. That is why these are the concerns that I wanted to raise, and we have to solve that. Thank you for listening to me.